following program contains the opinions of its host and guests, not those of this network. The opinions expressed are for non-commercial informational purposes only. Listeners are cautioned not to rely on program content to treat or prevent disease, but are advised to consult with a licensed healthcare professional where they live for diagnosis and treatment of disease.
And now, the superstar of alternative health and purveyor of medical truth, Dr. Joel Wallach.
Hello, welcome to Dead Doctors Don't Lie. Dr. Joel Wallach, your host, a veterinarian and physician. And I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to die at 75.5 like their parents and grandparents. I'm here for kids and baby boomers and seniors who don't want to be sick and miserable for the last 15 to 20 years of their life like their parents and grandparents. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Oh, my gosh. I have so much. It's almost, where do I start? I'm working on a book. It's going to be called The Third Testament. You know, there's the Old Testament, the New Testament, and the Third Testament. Well, the Third Testament goes back to the beginning of the earth. You know, and in Genesis, in the Old Testament, first sentence in the first chapter, it says, and in the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth. But it doesn't tell you whether it took him 5 minutes or 5 days or 5 years or 50 years or 5,000 years or, you know, what to form the heavens and the earth. And so I went back and I looked up and tracked and did an autopsy on the earth and on all the critters and this and the other. And so I'm really looking forward to it. It may be 6 months or a year before that book comes out, The Third Testament. But, you know, we're going to give the good Lord all the credit. You know, there's all these disasters prior to humanity, and they say, oh, let's try it again, and came out with man, okay, kind of thing. But I'm so excited about this, the Third Testament. Okay, so be thinking about that. I have a whole bunch of other things coming out between now and then, which will be actually chapters in this book. Oh, my gosh. And so it's one of those things where, okay, let's go back to before the beginning. Let's go back to before the beginning. Let's go back when the good Lord is forming the heavens and the earth. And in the beginning, it was just some algae in the ocean and bacteria and fungus and things like that growing around. There was no real animals. And then there were fish. I think there were fish before there were land vertebrates. And there was shrews and mice and, you know, little bitty things like that. And then came the dinosaurs. Let's go back. When they all died out, I guess 65 million years ago, all the dinosaurs died out. I'm just going to kind of start there and come forward here right now because I have so much to tell before that. Oh my gosh, you know, so many billions of years before that die off. Let's just start at the die off. All right, and what happened? Why did 20 billion dinosaurs that have been around for 165 million to 167, 175 million years, depending on whose data you look at, why suddenly did they all die out? Well, there was a father and son, and, you know, they came out and said some years ago that they believed that the dinosaurs all died because a meteor hit the earth. Well, billion dinosaurs, 900 different species to be wiped out from a single meteor hit on Earth. And so you got to kind of look at this realistically. So what's going on here? So what really happened? All right. Well, dinosaurs were oxygen-requiring vertebrates. And, of course, the algae in the oceans and the lakes and the rivers and ponds and swamps and everything were producing the oxygen from carbon dioxide. And I think there was 6 or 8 different ice ages. When there was ice ages for 100,000 years, there was an ice age for 100,000 years. Ice covered the swamps and the oceans and the earth and snow and everything. And so the sun couldn't get to the chlorophyll in the algae in the lakes and the oceans. Okay. And so they couldn't do their job. And that was kind of interesting. And then, there's less than 10% oxygen. This is all well documented, less than 10% oxygen. And there may have been a few dinosaurs died out, but it was no big thing for 165 million years. So what happened in this last big die-off when they all died? Well, let's look at these glaciers, okay? And they're moving around. They're pushing these moraines in front of them. That's these walls of mud and silt and gravel and sand and boulders and everything. And they could be 10, 15 miles wide. They could be 500 to 1,000 foot tall. They could be several hundred feet wide, and they would dam up rivers when the glaciers would melt. Those moraines are still there. You can go ask Siri, show me pictures of moraines. There's all these different types of moraines, okay? But some of them dammed up the rivers. And, of course, the rivers were bringing the silt and minerals to the algae, and the algae require 20 nutrients. Algae requires 20 nutrients in addition to chlorophyll and sunlight to break down carbon dioxide into oxygen and carbon chains. So just by dumb chance, okay, these rivers were blocked up. The algae in the lakes and the swamps became coal. 85% of coal was from algae, not oak trees, algae, all right? And so now there's nothing to convert carbon dioxide into oxygen, and all the dinosaurs died from the lack of photosynthesis. They all died of hypoxia, less than 10% oxygen in the atmosphere, and the moraines are still there. The remnants of this event that took place 65 million years ago is still there in the form of these moraines. So, you can't say it didn't happen. And so I'm putting together all the detailed information, and it's really kind of exciting to kind of know where all that came from, what's going on. And, of course, now you kind of move forward to today. We have a pandemic. Well, what's going on here? Well, people have been eating the wrong way for thousands of years. Eating gluten, killing your intestines, not getting enough nutrition absorbed. Well, there you go. You get the picture, and we'll have more after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Longevity's ancient legacy, true aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Longevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many of Ancient Legacy's oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. For life's everyday aches and pains, such as sprained ankles, pulled muscles, and other bumps and bruises, try Ancient Legacy Trauma Oil, which contains essential oils traditionally known to help with pain, swelling, and inflammation. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
Hello, Judy DeVilbus here. If I could only afford to get one product out of everything, that product would be the Ultimate Classic. It has the vitamins, the minerals, the bioflavonoids. It even has grapeseed extract. The one product that would give you just about everything under the sun you would need for a perfect nutritional program would be the Ultimate Classic. By the way, people that are on the go, it's very, very hard to take the liquids with them when they go on their trip to get their supplements in every day. Well, you know something? You can use the Ultimate Daily tablets and the mineral capsules. When I'm going on a trip, if I have enough room, I just take the 2 bottles with me. If not, just use a little baggie and take a couple of daily doses with you. It's very simple. It's very easy. There's no mess, no fuss, no refrigeration. Just take your capsules, take your tablets, and you're finished for the day.
To order these products, call your local Longevity distributor today.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity, 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Now, let's scroll forward here, and let's look at the dead zones. There's 400 dead zones. The biggest one is 63,000 square miles in the Arabian Sea. Nothing can live there. There's no oxygen. There's no algae that will grow there because there's no minerals in there to give them the 20 nutrients they need to be able to convert carbon dioxide into carbon chains and oxygen. That's because all the rivers that were going into the Arabian Sea have been dammed up for hydroelectricity and water conservation, irrigation, flood control, blah, 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 blah. The same thing happened. The number two out of the 400 dead zones, and the second biggest one is in the Gulf of Mexico, 6,000 square miles. The Arabian Sea dead zone is 63,000 square miles. The 6,000 square miles in the Gulf of Mexico is caused by damming up the Mississippi River and all its tributaries. It was draining 40 states of minerals down into the Gulf of Mexico. And so there's this huge dead zone there now in the Gulf of Mexico. No oxygen, nothing can live there. Same thing is happening, same principle is happening with reefs. Reefs are a community of two different organisms. One is algae, which breaks down carbon dioxide into carbon chains and oxygen. And the other one is the polyps that make the reef, but they require the oxygen. So they kind of get along together. And just when you look at the Great Barrier Reef as a short but big story, there's 181 dams along the east coast of Queensland, Australia, which is hugged by the Great Barrier Reef. 181 dams. Doesn't say anything about all the reservoirs and all that kind of stuff. Shut off the food supply to the Great Barrier Reef, algae and polyps. That's why it's dying. And not from fossil fuels. In the time of the dinosaurs, there's no fossil fuels. Okay. And then, of course, let's see here. I think I'm going to stop there. You get it. I have so many of these stories where we have the explanations for now. We know exactly what's happening. I'm just so excited. I'm breathless. But I'm going to turn it over to Doug, because I know he's been working hard on a story here. So, Doug, what pearls of wisdom do you have for us?
Well, I've got a story here. Headline: Study reveals how walnuts help lower blood pressure and blood cholesterol levels. They say they're low in carbs, taste great, and provide essential nutrients that are good for your heart and gut. According to studies, eating walnuts is an excellent way to keep your blood vessels clear of cholesterol buildup, and a reduced caloric diet includes walnuts that also found to promote weight loss in obese individuals. The German researchers found that those who ate walnuts regularly not only improved their blood cholesterol levels, but also influence the composition of your gut microflora. After 8 weeks on walnut-enriched diet, they reported an increase in the number of good bacteria in the guts of the healthy individuals. A randomized trial from PennState looked at the same type of thing, and they basically had the same outcome. After 6 weeks on the diet, they found that those ate the diet had increased the good commensal bacteria in their gut, and they also were able to lower their blood pressure as well. So there you go.
Okay, well, thank you. I'll just kind of insert here that cholesterol isn't what plugs arteries, so the Germans got it wrong again there. But walnuts are good for you, and they can help keep your arteries clean and lower your blood pressure and all that good stuff, so that part of the story is true. But cholesterol doesn't block your arteries. That was a false theory. And it's just like sudden death syndrome was not caused by mothers laying on the baby. That was a false theory. I busted that theory wide open, okay, with federal court rulings. And so you don't hear about sudden death syndrome because we forced the manufacturers of baby formulas to put the nutrients in Enfamil, Similac, and the like. And so you don't hear about cystic fibrosis, muscular dystrophy. You don't hear about sudden death syndrome anymore. And if everybody will listen to me, we're going to save the earth. We're going to save the reefs. We're going to, unfortunately, there's no more dinosaurs, although they say that birds are the sort of few of the sort of dinosaur-type critters that lived since that time, because they could fly away to places that wasn't ravaged by lack of nutrition because of all the rivers being blocked and all that kind of stuff. So we have lots of things to get into. But it's all very, when you look at it, you say, oh, my gosh, that makes so much sense. But they missed it by 1,000 miles. Just remember, it was not a meteor hitting the Earth that killed the dinosaurs. It was random damming up the rivers, cutting off the food supply to the algae that broke down carbon dioxide into carbon chains and oxygen. And, of course, they were getting blocked up because of the moraines cutting off the food supply to the algae. Back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552.
If you're looking for a quality multivitamin and mineral product, grab yourself Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine, a blend of plant-derived minerals combined with vitamins, amino acids, and other beneficial nutrients. This all-natural product contains no starch, wheat, or yeast, with no artificial sweeteners or preservatives, and it's glycemic friendly. Each scoop of the NutriCrystals contain equal amounts of all the nutrients. It starts out as a liquid, then is freeze-dried to ensure each scoop has the same nutrients as the last scoop. So if you want to get your hands on a quality nutritional supplement designed to give the body the raw materials it needs to rebuild, Youngevity's Beyond Tangy Tangerine is available in 1-pound canisters and also in 30-count on-the-go stick packs. Contact your local Youngevity associate and get this great multivitamin and mineral product. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity.
Hey, if you're like me, your life is hectic. You don't know where you're going to be next. Between kids and family and in-laws and work and traffic and everything else that's driving me crazy right now, my life is insane. I bet your life's insane as well. When do we have time to get every single nutrient we need to be healthy? When? Well, I've got a tip for you. Take a product called Pollen Burst. It's so simple, even I can do it. All you have to do is open the package, pour it in water, mix it up, and bam, you're ready to go. It tastes great. It's not one of those medicine tasting things. It tastes great, low in calories, helps curb your appetite, gives you natural energy that doesn't let you crash, gives you your vitamins, minerals, nutrients, everything from the plant world. And I gotta tell you, for a busy person like me or a busy person like you, we need simple, we need good. Pollen Burst is your answer. Tastes great. Try it, and you'll feel better.
Call your local Youngevity distributor to find out how Pollen Burst can make you feel better. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Charmaine, you there?
I'm here.
Okay. Now, you remember the story that when I discovered the first non-human case of cystic fibrosis at the Yerkes Primate Center in Atlanta, Georgia, for NASA, they fired me when I said it wasn't genetic. And, of course, I had done the biopsies and all the other baby monkeys, and they all had cystic fibrosis. And their diet had been changed by a behaviorist, because the males were picking on the females, and so they took away their monkey biscuits with all the vitamins and minerals in it and just gave them bananas and grapes and carrots and things like that so that they'd be busy eating. And, of course, the babies got all these deficiencies and cystic fibrosis. And then came Jerry Lewis. We gave him the answer, and a cause-wrenching cure for muscular dystrophy, which isn't a genetic disease either. And when he got excited and saw a bunch of the charts of doctors that signed off and showed very clearly that we had gotten rid of the muscular dystrophy in these kids, he got so excited. Jerry Lewis took all these charts to the Muscular Dystrophy Association. They fired him for bringing them the cure, even though he'd raised $2 billion to find the cure for them. And they fired Jerry Lewis. And then, of course, came the, let's see here, sudden death syndrome. Doctors said all these babies are dying in their cribs because they're, being, or in their beds with their mothers. They're laying in bed with their mothers, and mothers are laying on them. That was nonsense. The reason why they said that, they didn't know why the babies died, and so they just blamed it on the mothers so they wouldn't have to act ignorant and say, I don't know. Okay, well, it turns out it was just a simple nutritional deficiency. When we won that federal case, those three diseases disappeared: cystic fibrosis, muscular dystrophy, and sudden death syndrome. And now that we know the causes of the dead zones, and also we know the causes of the reefs dying and everything, is totally nothing to do with fossil fuel. I mean, you get this, right? You understand this is not fossil fuel causing this.
Of course.
Well, of course. Now, you've been working with this for about 30 years, and so you've seen people with type 2 diabetes supposed to be genetic get rid of it just by supplementing and changing their diet, right?
Which proves that it's not genetic.
That's correct. Now, you've seen people who were supposed to have genetic diseases called Alzheimer's disease and all that kind of stuff, dementias. You've seen those go away, haven't you?
Those are caused by doctors' bad advice about your food that you eat, yes.
That's correct. It's also not genetic and not autoimmune or anything like that. Same thing with lupus. That's not autoimmune. That's a simple nutritional deficiency secondary to what?
Secondary to gluten and everything.
You get an A+. You get an A+, dear. Okay? And so all these diseases, if everybody would stay away from gluten, take the 90 essential nutrients, or better yet, take the 215. You and I have been taking the 215 since we created the Healthy Brain and Heart Pack because of the pandemics and everything. And there's no reason to have these things. They're not genetic, they're not autoimmune, and they're totally preventable, and most of them are totally reversible. Obviously, some things like cleft palate when the baby's born, you got to do surgery when the baby's born. But if mama takes the 90 essential nutrients for at least 6 months before conception, there'll never be another birth defect. It's that simple. Are you excited about that, my dear?
Well, it's just, to me, it's common sense after all these years. I just know it, but it's so sad that so many people don't know it and don't get it. It's very sad.
Well, we have work to do. I'm excited. Are you excited about we have work to do?
We got a lot of work to do. We definitely got a lot.
Okay, well, we'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call us between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
Hi, this is Dr. Joel Wallach, your host of Dead Doctors Don't Lie. If you're interested in a colon cleanse, blood cleanse, liver cleanse, in the classical herbal way, you want to ask your Youngevity associate for Herbal Rainforest. Herbal Rainforest has 16 herbs, 16 cleansing herbs, classic cleansing herbs, and 77 plant minerals. That's right, and these are all organic. It doesn't get any better than that. In your busy day, and you're around all these toxins out there in your workplace, on the way home, going to work, in your food, in the air, in the water, you need Herbal Rainforest. I guarantee you, it will give you a cleanse. You can control the dose. It's a liquid. It tastes good. It doesn't get any better than this. A colon that's happy makes you happy. Nothing better than a happy colon. Herbal Rainforest. Clean it out.
For more information on this product or others you've heard about on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie radio program, call your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.
Greetings, everyone. Judy DeVilbus here. What do you think of when you hear the words tangy tangerine? Well, I think of like a sweet, tangy tasting something. Well, what I'm referring to is the Ultimate Tangy Tangerine. It's a fantastic product. It has everything you need, and a great benefit is it's very, very delicious. It's very easy to drink. I've suggested it even to youngsters. Even children like it. Even little guys. Even little girls. They come right into my office. Their parents can't get them to take those chewable, and besides that, they're not as good as Tangy Tangerine. And I give them a little taste of that, and you know something? They're pleased as punch. So, if it's good for a child and it tastes delicious, why not you? There's no excuse not to take a vitamin when it tastes as good as that does. So how about it? Tangy Tangerine should be the answer to all of your nutritional program problems.
For more information or to order, call your Longevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Longevity home-based business opportunities.
This is the ZBS Radio Network.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Longevity 95 Crusade. We do have lines open. Give us a call toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. Again, that's toll-free, 1-888-379-2552. The newest dead zone in the world is in the delta of the Columbia River on the west coast of Oregon. Oh, okay, it's a big dead zone there, growing every day. And that's because there's 250 lakes, reservoirs, dams, hydroelectric, I think there's like 15 to 18 major hydroelectric dams on the Columbia River cutting off the food supply to that delta of the Columbia River going into the Pacific Ocean, and that's why the dead zone is there. What's the mystery? The dead zone. They cut off the food supply to the algae, and the algae cannot make any oxygen, and so all of the bottom of the ocean right there is covered with all these dead fish and crabs and shrimp and all that kind of stuff because they require oxygen. Duh. Okay, let's see here. Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to New York. And Martin, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hello, Martin. You're on the air. How can we help you? Okay. Yes, sir. What's up?
It's an honor. Basically, I just wanted to put in my speech impediment here, but I just want to ask you a couple of quick questions. I've been taking longevity for some time, and it works wonderfully. It's great. Typically, I get the powdered, the crystals, and I just started taking the tablets. And I had a couple of generalized questions.
Okay, stop. Stop right there.
Yes.
Stop right there. Okay. The tablets of the BTT 2.0 are not interchangeable with the powder of BTT 2.0. They are not interchangeable because the tablets are just antioxidants and anti-inflammatories. They have no vitamins and minerals in them. I shouldn't say that. They're not meant to replace the BTT 2.0 powdered vitamins and minerals. So you can't say, well, I've changed to the tablets. You can't do that. You got to go back to the powder. And you can take the tablets on top of it, but you want to take the tablets for a different reason. If you have disc problems, you have bone problems, you have back problems, you have shoulder problems, you have neck problems, you have osteoporosis of the skull, then you want to throw the MSM in, which is our program for that. Plus, you can throw in the tablets of the BTT 2.0, but that doesn't allow you to give up the BTT 2.0 powder because then you'll have all these vitamin mineral deficiencies.
I see.
Okay, that help you out?
Back to,
oh yeah, we
yes,
can take both,
yes.
but you can't give up the powder. they are not interchangeable.
Now, another quick question, if I may. NEM and various other supplements. Can they? I take Kepra, or actually the generic version of that, which what is it?
Okay, so what do you take? What do you take it? Okay, stop. What do you take Kepra for?
Well, in 2004, I had a PE and I had chronic asthma, and it gave me a PE and Padimol.
Okay, what's a PE? What's a PE?
Pulmonary embolism and petit mal. And
petit mal. So you had wait a minute. So you had some seizures.
Well, because of the lack of oxygen, because it's a longer story.
Stop. Okay, how much do you weigh and how old are you?
I'm 53, and I weigh about 150 to 160, more or less.
Okay, so there you go. Okay, now I want you to listen. Okay, okay, well, hang on. Charmaine and I will be back. And Charmaine, get your pen ready because Charmaine's going to give you some more information about asthma and pulmonary embolism, blood clots in the lungs after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific, toll free 888-379-2552. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463. 3463.
I am Judy DeVilbus. Here I am speaking to you again. I just wanted to tell you that recently I started drinking the Whey Shakes again, the chocolate Whey Shake. And you need to remember, the Whey Shake isn't just for losing weight. It's a fantastic place to get your great protein. And if you're trying to gain weight, you can take it along with your meals. And the best part is, if you want to just have a great protein shake, do like I do. Put it over ice, stir it up, and you can sip on it for 20 minutes to an hour. I do it every single day. I absolutely love it. You need to get back to it too. It's really good for you. And it makes not fat, but it makes muscle after you work out. And you can also mix it up in a blender with an egg, and you have the most incredible health protein shake. Or mix it with a little water, stir it up, and you have a little pudding. And who doesn't like pudding?
For more information or to order, call your Youngevity distributor today. And don't forget to ask about Youngevity home-based business opportunities.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity 95 Crusade. And Charmaine, you there?
I'm here.
Okay, what you want to do is help me out here with Martin. Okay, he's 160 pounds, 53 years old, and he's got asthma, and he's had a history of blood clots in his lungs. What would you do for him?
Well, the fact that he's got asthma means that even if he takes essential fatty acids, he's going to end up with blood clots and asthma because you got to quit eating wheat, barley, rye, and oats in order to absorb essential fatty acids, which prevents you from getting asthma. So
what would you give him?
I would get him on 2 healthy brain and Herpex, and I would add to that a Ultimate Daily Classic, the vitamin D3 for absorption, MSM, and Fucoid Z, and all that stuff. And as long as he sticks to the strict diet, he will get rid of his asthma, and he will get rid of the blood clots.
Okay, you get an A+. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
All right, let's head to Texas. And Susie, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Hey, Susie, you're on the air. Hi, how
Dr.
can we help
Wallach.
you?
So I have a friend's son who is 10 years old, 70 pounds, and he was medically diagnosed with ADHD. He's taking medication for it, but in the school they identified...
Stop. You have a heavy accent, so I couldn't get what he was diagnosed with. What at 10 years of age?
ADHD.
What's ADOC?
ADHD.
Oh, ADHD. Okay. Okay. And so, does he have a behavioral problem or a learning problem?
No.
Both.
Yes, he does. In school, they can diagnose him as having a very mild learning disability. Makes him slower than the classmates. He doesn't have autism, but he's a slow reader. He lacks
Okay.
the ability
Do you have any?
to work.
Okay. Stop. Do you have any idea how much he weighs?
70 pounds.
Okay. All right. Now, let's see here. Charmaine, what would you do for a 70-pound kid who's having learning disabilities in school, retaining information, all that kind of stuff? What would you say about his diet and the supplement program, and weighs 70 pounds?
Well, yeah, he needs to get on the same diet. No wheat, barley, rye oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, no oils. And then I'd get him on the kids' toddy and the essential fatty acids, vitamin D3 for absorption, and probably the whatever, a vitamin, like vitamin, what do you call it? Classic. The Ultimate Daily,
the yellow ones.
And then I would also get him on the Synaptive. That should help.
Okay, Synaptive. Yeah, he'd get one bottle of those and take one with each meal. That'll last him 2 months, I think. Okay, and so but it's essential to get him off all the bad foods: no fried foods, no processed meats, no oils, no gluten, no wheat, brown rhinos to maximize absorption. He's got the problem that I had when I was 4 years old. By the time I was 9, they were going to institutionalize me. 20 doctors couldn't figure it out. And to make a long story short, I just started eating animal food, and I cured myself in 3 days, and 20 doctors couldn't figure it out after 5 years. And so this is very simple stuff. And if you follow Shar's directions there, Susie, this son of your friend is going to do okay. But keep in touch with us every 2 weeks. We'll walk you through this. You're going to have a great story. This is a very common thing, and I guarantee you this kid is living on gluten, sugar, and not getting any vitamins and minerals. So, the whole family, everybody's paying the price. Okay, Doug, let's go to callers.
Let's head to California, and John, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, John, you're on the air. How can we help you?
Yes, doctor. Thanks for taking my call.
Yes, sir.
I have a medical problem that I brought on myself. I was told to use disposable catheters because I had large amounts of trapped urine in my bladder. It backed up to my left kidney, and it sent me to a hospital. They put me on a catheter with a bag on my leg.
Okay, how long? Wait a minute. How long ago? Oh, for 3 weeks. Okay, so you're still in the middle of this. Okay.
Yeah.
How much do you weigh and how old are you, sir?
Age 71, 245 pounds.
Okay. Do you have any other issues? Any high blood pressure, diabetes?
No.
Okay. Do you have any back problems?
My blood pressure's been running a little high.
Okay. Do you have any back problems? Okay, stop. You've said it 3 times. Okay. Do you have any hip problems, knee problems?
No.
Any neck problems, shoulder problems?
No.
Any ringing in your ears?
No.
Okay. Charmaine, what could be John's problem here, he's got a bladder problem. Of course, they just want to give him a catheter so he can urinate. But what probably is going on here?
Well, he could have a urinary tract infection, which is just the antidote for that is cranberry juice.
Okay, now I'm going to back up here. I believe he's got a back problem. John, have you shrunk any in height since you were 20 years old? Are you an inch shorter, 2 inches shorter?
I might be a half inch shorter. I was 6'3". I'm about 6'2.5".
Okay, so you shrunk a little bit.
I'm a truck driver for the last 42 years.
Okay, thank you for doing that. Okay, so yeah.
I also forgot to tell you I have an enlarged prostate, and I wasn't taking the medicine. But since this emergency, I'm taking all the medicine that they want.
Okay, stop. I believe you have a back problem. Okay, I believe you have a low back problem, and you could be just stiff. Okay, you could be more than stiff as far as your back and so forth. And you're a truck driver for all these years. It's in that one posture for thousands of miles. Okay, causing inflammation, and which squeezes the sciatic nerves. You don't have any tingling or numbness in your feet or toes. You don't have any hammer toes or anything like that?
No, but I was getting a cramp in my right foot.
Okay, cramp in foot.
And my the lower calf of my right leg.
Yeah.
But
okay, how tall are you? You say you're 6'3" or something like that? 2.5?
6'3", 6'2.5".
Yeah. Okay. Okay, Charmaine, what are you going to do for John here? He's got a urinary bladder problem, and they're kind of guessing he may also have a prostate problem. But he shrunk a half inch. He was a truck driver. You know about that, truck drivers.
Yeah.
Okay. I believe he's got a low back problem, squeezing his sciatic nerves, which not only deal with his legs but also control the bladder and the prostate. So what would you do for him? 245 pounds.
Well, I get him on a gluten-free diet: no wheat, barley, rye, roast, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, no oils. And then I would get him on at least 2 healthy bone and joint packs, and I would add to it Ultimate Daily Classic, some MSM, and some vitamin D3 for absorption. And then he can also take the Zera test, which would help him, and ProstFX.
Okay, well, there you go. And then call us every 2 weeks, because I think you're going to have a quick turnaround here, John. I believe your problem is in your back, squeezing the nerves that control the bladder and the prostate. And so, think about it. Do you have any clicking noise in your knees or hips or anything like that going upstairs or walking? And, just little things you don't pay attention to because you've had it for 3, 5, 8, 10, 15, 20 years. But think about those things and call us every 2 weeks and let us know what's going on. But those Ultimate Daily Classic tablets, 3 of those twice a day, will help you with the blood pressure issues also. We'll be back after these messages.
You're listening to Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network with your host, Dr. Joel Wallach. If you'd like to talk to Dr. Wallach, call between noon and 1 Pacific at 831-685-1080, toll free 888-379-2552. Aromatherapy oils have been prized by ancient cultures for thousands of years. Longevity's ancient legacy, true aromatherapy, is no exception. Essential oils are the fragrant life essence from plants that are gently removed through the process of steam distillation. Longevity's ancient legacy essential oils are of the purest concentrations from the most respected and ethical distillers worldwide. Many ancient legacy oils come directly from families in the East which have been distilling essential oils for over 100 years. Keep Ancient Legacy's tea tree oil in your medicine chest for first aid. Tea tree oil is great for soothing the itching and stinging associated with insect bites, burns, scrapes, and other skin irritations. It's also effective as an antiseptic. To learn more about aromatherapy and essential oils, contact your local Longevity associate today. And don't forget to ask about business opportunities.
In recent years, several studies have discovered the health benefits of drinking coffee.
Youngevity has now taken it a step further with an entire product line of healthy coffees from Youngevity's JavaFit selection of top-shelf gourmet coffees. All JavaFit coffees are made from 100% premium hand-selected Arequipa coffee beans grown in the finest regions of Latin America, all carefully roasted, creating a delicious, rich, full-bodied flavor. Try JavaFit's Immune Plus, a full, robust coffee blend combined with the immune-supporting benefits of echinacea and the full-spectrum daily requirement of vitamins and minerals. Boost your immune system every day with JavaFit's Immune Plus multivitamin coffee. Available in 30-count single cup or 24-count single pot packs. Contact your local Youngevity distributor to get Javalution coffees. And don't forget to ask about the home-based business opportunity. You've listened to physician and veterinarian Dr. Joel Wallach help many people on the Dead Doctors Don't Lie talk radio program. You've also heard hundreds of people tell how Dr. Wallach and Youngevity products have changed their lives. If you're now convinced that Dr. Wallach is onto something and you want to try Youngevity's premium quality products for yourself, we can connect you with a distributor that serves your local area. Simply call our special helpline voicemail at 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call right now and leave your name, telephone number, or email address, and we'll see to it that the right person contacts you shortly. Remember, the phone number, 313-444-3463. That's 313-444-3463. Call now to change your life. That's 313-444-3463.
We're back with Dead Doctors Don't Lie on the ZBS Radio Network. Dr. Joel Wallach here for Youngevity, 95 Crusade. And Doug, let's go to callers or emails.
All right, let's head to Washington State. And Dana, you're on with Dr. Wallach.
Oh, Dana, you're on the air. How can we help you?
Hi, this is Dana. I live in subsidized housing, and the supplement that I can afford is Tangy Tangerine. Recently, my landlord, King County Housing Authority, is having my apartment treated with a chemical spray for bed bugs. I was able to finally get the material safety data sheets for the spray. The brand name appears to be J.T. Eaton. Are you familiar with that? That you can comment on that? Or would you like me to read the list of hazardous ingredients in that?
No. Basically, if you have that sort of stuff going on, or do you live in an apartment building where you have, 5 or 6 or 8 or 10 different apartments, or you live in an individual house?
I have my own apartment in an apartment building.
Okay, and there's other residents
in the building, each with their own apartment.
Okay, so here we go. If they're spraying the building, then they should advise you on what you need to do, whether you have to wear a mask, whether you have to, wear a hood, or, whatever you have to do, take a shower 6 times a day. They need to inform you what you need to do to protect yourself. And so I would be on the phone to them. I would send them a written note, email them, whatever you have to do, say, okay, you tell me what I need to do to protect myself from the ingredients in the spray. All right, that's what you need to do. They are obligated to tell you. They should not be spraying anything toxic with people still dwelling in those places, okay, in the apartment.
No. Okay. They told me to wait for a while and told me when I could come back and then air it out.
Okay, so now you're staying with a family member or something like that?
No, it's just me in a 1-bedroom apartment in my unit.
Okay, so you didn't move out when they told you to move out?
No, I just left for a little while.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, you need to follow whatever directions they gave you, okay? But in the meantime, how much you weigh and how old are you?
I'm 62 and I weigh about 230.
How tall are you?
About 5'1".
Okay, 5'1". You need to weigh about 100 pounds, 105 pounds, so you're about 125, 130 pounds overweight. Charmaine, quickly, what would you do for her for a nutrition program and a weight thing?
Well, no wheat, barley, rye, oats, no fried foods, no burnt animal fat, no oils. And then I would get around 2 healthy brain and heart packs. I would add the Ultimate Daily Classic, the vitamin D3 for absorption, and for temporarily, at least for a while, she should be taking the Killer Biotic, I would think, and some Oxybody Cherry Berry.
There you go.
Until this problem is
and
over.
What would you do for the 125 pounds she needs to lose?
Well, she can get the keto bars and eat those for one of the 3 meals a day.
Yeah,
and,
I would just say stop there. Yeah, the keto bar. You want to take one of those. You need 3 boxes because they come 10 in a box. So for a month's supply, you'll need 3 boxes of the keto bars. Then, as Shar said, you don't have to be same meal every day. You rotate around depending on your schedule. That will help you lose a half a pound to 2 pounds a day. But just getting rid of the bad foods and taking the supplements will help you lose weight, because people who are overweight are overweight because they're missing nutrients, which drives them to eat more than they should. There's a behavior called pica. You can look it up in any dictionary. You can ask Siri, hey, Siri, what is the definition of pica? It'll tell you. It's a behavior where you eat and you eat and you eat and you eat because you're nutritionally deficient. And people say, well, what nutrient is it? What nutrient is it? Well, they want me to say take vitamin C or take zinc or something. Well, it's not that simple. There's many, many nutrients, any one of which you're deficient in can contribute to pica. But if you're deficient in 3 or 5 or 8 or 10 or 12 of them, out of the 90, you're in real trouble, and that's why you're 130 pounds overweight because of being deficient. Call us every 2 weeks, let us know what's going on, but follow their directions and make them tell you exactly what you need to do. Okay. Well, thank you so much, Charmaine. Super job as usual. Thank you, Doug. Super job as usual. God bless each and every one of you. God bless our troops. God bless our Navy SEALs. God bless the American flag. God bless our national anthem. And God bless America.
When those aches and pains in your knees, elbows, hands, shoulders, and back crop up, reach for Youngevity's CM Cream. Put CM Cream on a Q-tip and put it in your ear canal for relief from headaches and sinus pressure. A topical temporary relief from minor aches and pains of muscles and joints associated with strains, sprains, and simple backaches. Why take aspirin or nonsteroidal anti-inflammatory drugs that can cause stomach bleeding and liver damage? Just apply CM Cream liberally to the affected areas, and within 20 minutes or so, you'll have relief from those nagging minor aches and pains. You'll feel better for up to 4 to 5 hours. So the next time you have achy joints or muscles, do what I do. Reach for CM Cream for relief. And for systemic relief, reach for CM Plus capsules. If you'd like to learn more about nutritional supplementation, call your local Youngevity associate, and don't forget to ask about home-based business opportunities.